Last week, we made massive strides in this project by adding in supports and shelves. And this week, I am so excited to be finally blending in the whole thing so it looks like one continuous built-in bookshelf.
So we are painting today. Well, actually, first we have to prime it because this wood is very, very smooth, so the paint's not gonna hold on to it. So I've gotta give it something to grip. Probably move the TV first though. Andrea, can you help me move the TV?
It's not connected to anything?
Yeah, it is. Hold on. It's disconnected. Okay. Okay, so now that the TV's moved, we can jump right in. No, never mind. Hold on. I have to remove these stickers from the sides of these boards. My hairdryer didn't work last time. I'm gonna go find a heat gun. I think Tim owns one, so hopefully that can... We're gonna try that. I'm back with the heat gun. How hot do heat guns even get? It says, warning, hot surface to prevent serious injury, avoid contact. This can't be much worse than like one of my 2000s hair dryers. Those things were burn risks. Let's see if this, okay, so there are different settings on here. These little numbers. I don't know what they mean. So we're just gonna start blasting. Oh no, that does get kind of warm. Okay. It smells bad. This inquiries only. All right, it's off. I mean, it looks like shit, but it's off, so. All right, so I'm going to take off these shelves and just paint them individually because I figured that that's the easiest way to go about doing this. Ah, damn it, there's another one. Wait a minute. Not actually coming off. Oh my god, it worked.
You just need to have like a little roulette. You go, all right guys, so today's bar story is the Christmas tree.
Here we go. That's actually a great idea. Okay, on to the bigger parts. You guys have requested more bar stories, and I have no shortage of them. So for those of you that are new here, hi, first of all. And secondly, you probably don't know this then, that I am a bartender. Like when I'm not doing renovation stuff, I am a bartender, and I have been a bartender for several years. So, as you can imagine, I have accumulated a fair amount of very stories. And I have to say that, I mean, to be honest with you, I've bartended the longest amount of time in Los Angeles, which is where we live currently. Bars that I previously worked at before in my hometown, they still had some like crazy stories, but like, is just different in LA. And by that, I mean that like, there's just not enough policing out here. So like, they just don't have the numbers as far as like cops. So that means that people legitimately get away with literally anything. I know that there are complicated feelings surrounding that. I'm not here to voice my opinion on any of it, but I am here to give you guys a little bit of context. So bear that in mind that like, the police department is practically non-existent here. So that being said, people do stupid shit all the time. Dude, I don't even know where to start. I don't know which story to start with. Andrea, my adult supervision is here, by the way. Andrea, what is your personal favorite story? We can start with that one. Or we can do that one in this video.
I think you should tell the story of your coworker sitting on the toilet.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Change it up a little bit.
Okay, so I used to have this coworker that was genuinely one of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life. So innocent and so sweet. For those of you that have seen South Park, he was kind of like Butters. Like he had this like childlike wonder about him. Just all good things, right? Smaller, very sweet Latino guy. He's gay, so he's not like super macho or anything like that. Just like no reservations whatsoever. There was one time where he was like, oh, I had to go to the bathroom at work, taking a shit. Those were the words that he used. He was like, oh yeah, I was sitting on the toilet, I was taking a shit. and, you know, minding his own business. There's only one stall in the men's room. When all of a sudden a glass comes flying over the stall. It had a full drink in it. And mind you, these were like thick plastic cups. So the whole thing just came sailing over the stall, and it just hit the wall and splattered everywhere. And the cup comes rolling to his feet, and he's sitting there on the toilet, and he's like, ah! Some guy's like, oh, I'm gonna f***ing get him, and he kicks the stall open. So now my coworker, this very small individual, is sitting on the toilet. The cup's at his feet. He's freaking out, and the stall door has just been kicked open. And this guy comes up to him like he's gonna throttle him. I'm talking like ass on the toilet seat and everything. He had apparently mistaken him for someone else, someone that was trying to take his girl, which makes all of this even more ironic. He's about to f*** my coworker up when all of a sudden, thank God, the guy's friend shows up right behind him, and he's like, no, that's not the guy. And he's like pulling his friend back, and my coworker is like terrified, all confused. Takes him a second to realize that like he in fact does have the wrong person. He was like, you weren't trying to take my girl. And my coworker was like, oh no, sir. Like, no, I'm not trying to take your girl. And he was like, oh, okay. The two guys turn around and they go to walk away. And my coworker's sitting there still with the cup on the ground and like holding his pants. And he's just like, could you close the door, please? He had to shuffle over to the door to close it after all of this. He told me this story. He was so casual about it. Like he wasn't like, oh, this is a real problem. He was just like, oh, so like I was taking a the other day, and I was like, where is this going? I was f***ing dying. That story didn't involve the cops though. So that's a good start. I gotta flip over these boards and paint the other side now that it's dry. Kirby? Was this you? Why is it all... Did you have paint in your ears? Why is it always you? Why? Okay.
Seconds later.
Reggie? Excuse you, sir. Was this you? Oh, I see it was. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't see it coming from you. I see you have white paint on your feet.
Good morning, Mr. Eastwood.
Oh my god. See, men don't yarn like that anymore.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. When are you wearing a strand of her hair on your sweater?
All the time. I shed a lot more than you might realize. You yarn after me like that?
Yes.
Wait, really?
So now that it is the next day, this primer has had the opportunity to dry, or the chance to dry. So now we're gonna paint it green, and then it's all going to seamlessly, hopefully, blend in.
I just lost like months of work because we were supposed to go do the show, and then obviously we don't have to be a narcissist, but when you get fired from a job.
Yeah, that is a
requested. All of them are $3,000. I have been trying to wedge these shelves in, and some of them don't want to go in. I'm assuming it's because there is now a layer of paint in it, and it was already a tight fit to start with. So I'm gonna see if I can just get Tim to do this part. Tim, would you care for the honor to do the sanding?
If you insist.
Yeah, that went a lot easier than I thought it would. Okay, awesome. So there's all of these ones here, and then the ones right here. This one
Wait, you need all of them
got
sanded?
wedged.
I thought you just needed that one sanded.
Well,
You need all
so
these sanded too?
here's the thing. I got nothing. Can you sand these ones?
Man. Oh, it was just one.
No, it's not just one. Sorry.
See those moves? You never know what's coming. You never know what's coming.
Okay. Well, I mean, I couldn't get it to fit.
Okay.
See, it doesn't fit. You didn't even have to
There's a
sand.
gap! There's like a 1/4 inch.
Well, because you sanded too much.
I didn't sand them at all!
It does
There's a
go
gap.
up.
How did you not get those to fit? Alright, sweetie. What I'm here for.
You know, I'm so glad that you agree that you are here to help with projects. You just admitted that on
Yeah,
camera,
I did.
darling. You just painted yourself into that position. Congratulations. Co-contractor. So last night, before I went to bed, I looked at this and I thought to myself, okay, whatever, I just won't paint the ends of these shelves. I'm going to be putting trim on it later, so I was like, but I just woke up very tired and I stumbled out here and I realized that it looks like shit without them being painted, especially considering the fact that I painted that side. So for visual purposes, I'll pull out a paintbrush and I'm just gonna paint them now.
Overall, I am shocked at how seamlessly this thing blends in. I feel like it looks like it's always been here, which is not only satisfying, but also a huge relief. If you're interested in videos like the one you're watching now, then this video here might be worth a watch.